Hello.
Oh, we have applause.
Oh, that
Applause.
she's getting all fancy on us over here.
Yeah, yeah, good going. And I'm surprised this darling. Hi, this is 239 Live with Lois Bolin.
Kristen Weirden.
And we're just about to launch into our young lady who had Miss D, the divine Miss D, who was at the hospital most of the night. Her significant other was
Not well.
not well, but she is here live and in person to be sure the show goes off great. So we are, Amherst Roofing, I need to give you a call.
There we go.
Yep, did our thing.
I
So
like when we sit here, we get our daily reminders in our head.
let's,
Like, I got to do this. Yeah.
let's roll is right. Hey, can you send that to Wayne Smith? I was supposed to send him a link. He always has. And Wayne's not with us this morning. Not with us. Sounds like he's passed away.
He's
But
not live in
he's
studio.
not live in the studio.
He is home today.
Taking care of the critters, and we got
Uh-huh.
some sports staff coming in, and it's just a great day all the way around, and I am thrilled about the guests that we're having today.
I am too. I'm
Yeah.
excited. This is
Yes.
going to be some great information, some fun stuff coming up.
Yep. And we've got,
But you got to tell everybody where these are from.
first things first. Well, because Miss D was up all night, I figured, she's not going to be feeling that good. So I put a little bouquet together from my garden.
These are all from your garden. As soon as you walked in with them, I go, these have to be from Lois's garden.
This is fennel, which butterflies love. And then this is rue. Did you smell it?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's beautiful.
And if you have an upset tummy, you can make tea out of this. Did you know that?
Out of rue?
Oh, rue, yeah.
I did not know that.
My friend for 22 years, she's helped me with the house and all that stuff. She always goes out and cuts it if she has an upset stomach or something. I'm like, there you go. That better not be a caterpillar on here. I got to check that out. And then this is dianthus for Miss Diane. So that's.
I miss having a garden.
Well, I don't miss it right now because it's a pain in the arse after, when you get so excited when you put in a garden, and I have like about 4 or 5 vignettes around that have different. And then when I finished, I thought, oh my God, I have to go take care of these now. So I have
there is maintenance.
There's maintenance that goes along with it.
I want to do, there's a little white flower that helps with mosquitoes, apparently.
Yes.
I want to do that. And I didn't know about the butterflies. I want to put that in.
Yeah, you do that. And if you do monarchs, though, you have to do milkweed. But these, yeah. So, and
I'll have to call you when I'm ready.
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of consulting for butterfly garden.
That's it. Little white jasmine.
Oh, jasmine. Oh, yeah. And if you have allergies, they're great, but they smell.
They were very strong at my old house.
Yeah. But they smell.
I miss it.
They smell good.
So what's some exciting stuff? What are we going to do next?
Well, first, I tell you what, we just had a great conversation in which I'm surprised I'm not going to be arrested for assault because I smacked Kevin on the hand. When I was talking about 239 America, not 239, excuse me. 250 America. Can you pop that little logo up there so we can just talk about this? Because this is really important. Everybody's heard about the 250th anniversary coming up July the 4th. People are doing events all throughout the country. Hey, sissy. And there lots of and you can see we created one for America 250 for 239 Live. So we're going to begin to put our events that are up on that. And if you go to america250.com or just Google America 250. And also there's a Florida 250. And if you check out the website and look at it, maybe the next time I will
where is that voice coming?
Yeah, that voice. Where was that voice? And anyway, you have opportunities to put whatever events you're doing. Now, just remember, like, if you don't think, well, I'm not really doing anything big, that's not the point. The point is that you celebrate America in some way. Use your logo, have some flags there, invite some veterans. It's just to get people to honor that day. Of course, if you do something bigger, that's great. Like hopefully there's a golf tournament coming up that they will definitely be.
I think there's a lot of people who don't know about this.
They don't know.
But I think it's a great it's a great idea, and it's a way to celebrate what you're doing in your community and patriotism all together.
Now, if you look up on the America 250, there's going to be a UFC championship fight on the lawn on July the 4th. So that's one way to celebrate it. But the point is, you can put any of your events up there. You just have to send it in. They'll give you the approval. You have to have, your proper business license. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm having a party in my backyard." They may do that. I don't know. I haven't studied it that closely, but check out America 250 and Florida 250, and they
I like the
tandem.
Florida 250. That's a great idea too,
Yeah,
because it can just be
and
Florida.
every state has one, so it's all tagged in. It's all tagged in to each other, and the great thing is that they have the history into that.
Oh, so
The
you can,
Florida 250, so they can follow history. So as you're honoring the 250th anniversary of the United States, then you can put your Florida history. You can put all these things. You can make it. If you can't figure out how
I
to
can think
make
of
it work,
so many events.
call me. I can tell you how to make it work. Call Krista. We can tell you how to
I
make
can think of so many events right now
it. Yeah.
today that can go ahead and apply and be on there.
Yeah. And just have it. And then and people who Google it, and then of course you can use it on your social media. They just
Once
give
you're
it.
approved, you can use their official logo, which is the 250 America 250. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you made this one for 239 Live, but well, you can
Yeah.
use the logo.
I just used it. And the truth
You
of the matter
used it.
is,
You used it
Chat
up.
GPT did this for me. Not Chat. Is that right? Chat
Yeah.
or
Did you use chat
I don't go Gronk. I think I use Gronk. Gronk
for
is
that
much
one?
better. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. As Robert Burke says, let's roll. And roll is what we are
We
going to
are
do
rolling
today
along.
because I want to get to our guest as soon as we can. And how about let's go? We always have to do the days. So
We have
gotta do
to.
the days. And there were they keep changing their website, so I can't get the great picture. But today is National Cheesesteak Day.
Oh, well, Guy Clark, you have to
Yeah,
tell me where you end up for National Cheesecake Day, because there was a big debate last year on who had the best cheesecake in town.
yeah.
And now this year,
Cheesecake. Oh, now it's
Karen,
cheesesteak.
or cheesesteak. Sorry.
Oh, well, cheesecake. I could have a cheesecake.
I
Steak.
do this every morning. I at least mess up one word. I got to work on that.
That's good.
National Cheesesteak Day,
Uh-huh.
March 24th today. So last year, Guy Clark and we were debating on all these places between Naples and Fort Myers. And so this year, I guess we'll have to do it again. I
Yeah.
wonder where he's going.
I don't know. Did I put any history up there? My week was been so crazy, and it's going to be like that till Sunday night.
Oh,
Well, no cheesecake, but there's a great history on on cheesesteak. I just did this. Okay. So anyway,
it's Monday, guys. For us.
it's
It's Monday.
oh, but it's Tuesday, right?
It's Tuesday,
Because I
but we're
could be
acting
off.
like it's Monday.
All right. So what's our next national day?
Ooh,
This makes everybody happy. It's National
National
Cocktail
Cocktail
Day.
Day.
So you're gonna make that a little bit larger. Let's see. I had some history for the other. National Cocktail Day is celebrated. Actually, it's celebrated every day, but it's celebrated on March the 24th in the United States. And this date is dedicated to popular cocktails, both alcoholic and now non-alcoholic. And a lot of the restaurants are have non-alcoholic
Mocktails.
yeah, and then
Good old mocktail.
and they look lovely the way they present them. It's a great opportunity to enjoy your favorite drink, try a new recipe, and appreciate the skills of a bartender, which I do. Not only their skills, but their ears, because they're good listeners.
They are. They are. They're like little mini therapists
Yeah,
going there sometimes.
and there's a whole great cocktails became popular in the late 19th century, and since then they have become essential a part of social life
And entertainment culture.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. So enjoy your cocktail today on National
With your cheesesteak.
your cheesesteak. And if you want a cheesecake, go ahead and have that.
And if you have a cheesecake for dessert, why
That'd
not?
be all right.
Top it off.
Yeah. Okay. What we got next?
International Day for Achievers.
And boy, do we have some achievers on our show today. And our audience.
We have a lot of it. We know there's a lot of people in this community who achieve a lot for the community, for their businesses. So International Day for Achievers, this is an annual celebration held on March 24th, which is today. This day is dedicated to all individuals who have achieved significant accomplishments in various fields of life, such as science, art, sports, business, and others. Nice. The goal of this day is to inspire achievement of goals, recognize success, people in our building right now,
Totally.
and support those who, through their hard work and effort, have achieved great results. So, who around you has achieved great results today out there? Go give.
Two sitting over there.
Yeah, we've got
three over
got a
there.
room full right now.
Four. This girl.
Yeah.
Because I've already decided I'm getting B12 shots, a lot of vitamins, zinc, and all these things. I want to keep this girl healthy.
We got to keep her healthy and here for the show.
Yes. So,
and we like her too.
Oh, yeah, well, we
Not
do
just
like
the show.
Yes, yes. Well, we definitely do. All right, girl, what else is next? Was that it?
History of National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day.
I think we're gonna sign up to get a goated golf day. You can really, if you just keep pushing that, you can get one of those. Okay, we're gonna do that. All right, so go ahead. But you want to read about that?
Sure. Raisinets, the most widely known name for chocolate covered raisins, were born in 1927.
Wow.
At the Blumenthal Brothers Chocolate Company in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They and other candies produced by Blumenthal Brothers grew in popularity as a snack of choice in movie theaters across America during this time. Do you like chocolate covered raisins?
No, I suck the chocolate off of it
and then get rid of the raisins out. I actually do like them, and I can see why they're popular in movie theaters because they don't really crunch or make any. They don't make sound over the movie, so that makes sense.
I can throw it in the popcorn, and that was always a good thing.
Nestle Corporation acquired Raisinets, Goobers, and Snow Caps brand in 1984, but have since sold these and other brands to Ferraro Group, where Raisinets are still made in the USA under the Ferraro Candy Group. Oh, well, that's good to know because so many of our foods have been sold
Snow Caps. I never understood that. Mike Randall likes Snow Caps.
I never understood those either. They're very odd.
Yeah.
They're like chocolate dipped in.
And you feel like a little chipmunk because you're eating those little things off
right
the
off
top. Yeah, there's just doesn't make sense.
No, okay.
Anyway, but that's good to know, and so there you go.
So they're made in the USA, which is nice. They need to apply for the 250.
I think I'm just going to send them a who is that? The Ferrara Candy Group.
Ferrara Candy Group.
Okay. If anybody knows anybody from the Ferrara Candy Group, they're in the USA. They should be doing it.
Yeah, they're made in the USA. I like to buy them.
The one thing about government, they just aren't that great at promoting or marketing. They think because you put up a flyer or a website, ta-da, everybody should know. And that's true across the board. Am I right? Am I right? I am right.
And they spend so much money on it.
They spend, I know. Oh,
we were debating earlier. They probably had like a $3 million marketing budget for the logo, and you're like, and this is all you could come up with. But you really zhuzhed it up. I think what you did was strong.
I did a great job by choosing Chat GPT. I tried to do stuff with it, and I started thinking, wait a minute, that's what they have this stuff for, right?
Help us out.
Yeah, several. So
help us out. Not that human interaction isn't good for it. You know, you need to decide what you're going to do, but I just think they could have elevated it a little bit.
And well, if I didn't like what they put up, but I thought it looked great, and I sent it to Kim, and he goes, "Oh, that's great." But my fault is when you do things like that, is you got to explain what it means and how important it is.
True.
And when you move at the speed of life, sometimes you forget to do that
a little bit.
And I was reminded this morning that I hadn't done that, so my bad.
Explaining. So now you're smacking yourself.
I'm smacking myself after that was just an instant reflex. I'm thinking, wait, I sent that. So I have to be sure I'm not within
arm's reach.
Yes.
Hold on. So I need to move over.
Yeah. No.
So far, I've been lucky. I have not had the wrath of Lois.
All right. Well, no wrath. I have no wrath.
No, you don't really.
I try to live.
You're just very calm, and you explained things very convenient or
conveniently, like to Kevin, like
it's just like no, here we go, this is what's happening, and you're like, okay,
that's what that, and it makes sense.
But you're very calm always. Oh, look at this. What are we're doing events?
We're gonna actually, how about we're gonna get Michelle up here.
Oh, there we go.
You should get her phone call, and how about you read the sponsors?
I will read the sponsors
because we are grateful for you sponsors every last week.
We love our sponsors. We couldn't do this without them. We can have this great staff that helps us out, makes this all possible.
And there we
go. Mighty Dog. I'm like, where is it? There it is. Mighty Dog Roofing. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Then we have Marquise Diamond Mobile Detailing, who I have to go see about wax on my car. I have none. It's so sad. Supreme Auto, Total Care, Car Care and Collision. Thank you so much. Amazing sponsor from downtown. Devoe Cadillac for all of your Cadillac needs. Three Palms Legal Wills, Trust, and Estates.
Get these wills
Very important.
set up for your family. Don't leave them in a lurch. I beg you.
No, I've been there. It's not. It's
no bad.
Take care of it up front.
Parents don't like to deal with it. Too bad. Make it easy on your kids.
Yes, 100%.
And make it easy on yourself.
Oh, it's so much easier to get it done while everybody's still getting along and alive.
Yeah.
Torch Hot Yoga for those who like to start the day off warm. And Amherst Roofing, Lois will be calling you.
Yeah, they came to the house and I didn't call them back. Well, actually, I think they had the wrong email address that I saw. You want to put your phone on that?
And of course, myself, I do coaching. I know, right? I finally fixed the flyer. So I have a podcast called Icons of Naples. You can find it on YouTube, as well as I do real estate and consulting. I wear many hats.
I wear many hats, but I left
you do too.
At home. Yeah. I make
so many hats. I line them up behind you.
Yeah. We have Self-Fit that we're giving to Miss Diane, Miss D. I told you we're going to keep you healthy, girl. There you go. She's so shy. We just
DNA. There you go. We're going to keep her healthy.
Okay, for our first guest, which I'm going to make a suggestion that we get a step stool for short people like us, because I wish I'd had my camera out to film that. That would have been really good. Yeah, getting in your, oh my gosh,
Jeep and getting in these chairs is like that.
That's what it felt like.
We're behind here and I'm still wearing heels just to get in the chair.
Well, the leg was, it was tough.
That was just it.
We did it.
Well, we have a wonderful guest. You've seen her on here before with Selfie, but we have a whole different kind of setup today. We are going to be calling, hang on here. And we're going to be talking to Trish Flanagan, but we're going to be talking about the American Healthcare Restoration Act.
Yes.
And so I'm going to, because I know how, it's like take a breath, lose a turn. So I'm going to let you start.
Yeah.
And then if I need to jump in, I'll raise my finger and you'll know I need to say something. Just kidding.
So we're going to call Trisha in just a little bit. She's the founder.
Okay, good. All right.
But I'll kind of say, because it's something I want to tell the audience. I know about, a month, 2 months? It seems like yesterday. I was running for school board very, very briefly. And I want to explain why I stopped running for school board and dropped out of the race. And this is basically why. I've spent 30 years of my life in healthcare, in clinical healthcare as a clinician. It's my passion. I've seen how healthcare doesn't work for folks. And, then I joined up with Trisha Flanagan, partnered with her with the initiative, with our business, which is Azusa Laboratories. And we formulated the first ever therapeutic enzyme called Self-Fit, which will restore and repair damaged cells. So it'll keep her really healthy. She doesn't have to take all that stuff, just one Self-Fit a day. And we make it right here in America. So God bless America. But moving over into the healthcare policy world is where we're sitting now. Trisha Flanagan has been a biochemist for over 30 years. She's a published scientist. She's worked in every aspect of healthcare that you can think of, even big bad pharma, but it also means she knows how the system operates very well. In 2019, she authored the proposed healthcare American Healthcare Restoration Act. We've gone so far from what freedom is in healthcare that I'm not even sure people realize it.
They don't.
Correct.
It's insane.
Obamacare was one of the biggest frauds ever sold on this country.
Thank you, John McCain.
Yes, that's true. So our goal is to get that nonsense repealed. That mandate needs to be repealed. We're not a country that should have any mandates, especially in healthcare. We shouldn't have mandates at all, in my opinion. We are, full of liberty and freedom. God bless America, 250 years. And what better way to celebrate freedom but bringing back a healthcare system that actually brings true medical freedom at every level of healthcare. This is a comprehensive plan. There's a lot of discussion about healthcare right now in Congress and in the Senate. And they're great talking points. And I think a lot of lawmakers are well-intentioned. But what they don't have is something we have, and it's a comprehensive plan to actually replace Obamacare. So what we're doing is we have this healthcare initiative that we're pushing forward, building coalitions, and basically to lobby this new healthcare policy because it's fully laid out. So what I want to do is I do want to bring Trisha on. She's probably not listening only because she said she'd have a lot of feedback. So she probably doesn't know everything I just said, but I'm going to call her. She is the founder. She is the author. She wrote this healthcare policy, and I am right there by her side to help her push it. We are like two pit bulls and two dogs on a bone because this is important. And before I do call Trisha really quickly, I needed a doctor a couple weeks ago. So how this works is my husband has healthcare. Now I have to call the insurance to see what doctor I'm allowed to see.
Yeah.
Who's in the network. And then I'm told, well, you have a high deductible. So so all this money we've been paying into it, I don't see a dime of it. I have to pay for everything. They have to tell me who I can go to. This is ridiculousness. It's the biggest fraud
I've lost
ever
most of the
sold.
doctors from when I got my policy
Mhm.
4 or 5 years ago. I won't say who with because it's not even worth
Mhm.
it. But who I got had all the doctors that I'd been seeing for years.
Mhm.
And out of that list, there's only one doctor now, 4 or 5 years later.
Could you imagine all the money that you pay into that? And they're going to tell you who you can see.
Yeah.
And then there's the protocol.
It's $1,300 a month for 2 people.
And then there's the deductibles and the co-pays. And before you actually, like when we talk about return on investment, we're all business people in here. How much return on investment do we really get on our healthcare? Not a whole lot. But anyway, and that's just to frame out what we're doing and why we're doing it. But here, let's grab Trisha. So if I just call her and put it by the microphone? Okay.
Yeah, you just hold it up, or I can hold it up while you chat with her, so you won't have to do that. But yeah, that's why my healthcare, I have my gynecologist and my chiropractor and my dentist, and that's pretty much.
Hello?
Oh, good morning, Trisha. Welcome to 239. I'm with Lois and Kristen.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, we're delighted and thrilled. I remember when you guys were down when Terrence Williams was here.
That's
Is that
correct.
right?
Yeah.
Cousin T, and I still have his products,
His pancakes.
his pancakes, and now with syrup, fight syrup.
It's good.
And so we're,
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, and we're real excited to hear what you guys are doing, because I remember I just sent a donation into Michelle.
The
She
school
comes
board.
back next day, she goes, "I'm sending it back to you."
It wasn't the next day. It was like an hour.
It was like, I'm sending
Yeah.
your money back. I'm like, but my money's good. What's wrong? So anyway, we're excited to hear about all your details, honey. So lay some learning on us.
Sure. Well, I love a good conversation. Got my coffee, so let's just chat. Like, we're all friends and we're all interested, I think, in freedom, in reestablishing medical freedom. The Obamacare is the unaffordable gift that keeps giving, and it takes advantage of everyone. So what I've done with establishing covenant with America, it is the next step, in my opinion, if we harken back to Gingrich when he was Speaker of the House, and he developed the the contract with America. So there were a lot of freedoms that were established then. Well, now scroll forward. We not only have to reclaim our freedoms that have been taken away, we have to put together and put forward plans that are going to make that happen. I believe in legislating directly from the Constitution. We have to start doing that again. And medical freedom is something that I think can be the first step toward doing that. And so my plan is super simple. When I ran for Congress, I authored the proposed American Healthcare Restoration Act. It was lauded at CPAC as the plan to get behind by entities like Liberty Health Share. The simple aspect of it is that it gets government out of healthcare where it never should have been. Exactly. Again, when we mention Obamacare is not just unaffordable, but it's a tax. We have to repeal that. We have Mike Johnson, the current speaker, who is dedicated to, after the midterms, bringing a workable solution to the House floor to be voted on. And our president has said he wants to get behind the right plan. We believe that this is it, and I'm happy to answer questions about the overall structure. The bottom line, it's going to save every American, and I'm not kidding when I use these numbers. I'll walk you through them if you'd like.
Yes.
Save every American, depending on the plan you have, it can save you up to $24,000, maybe even $36,000 per year. Restores your medical freedom, restores the doctor-patient relationship, and preserves innovation. Who doesn't want that, right?
I just don't. It blows my mind how many people don't understand how much we've lost in picking your own doctor. And then when you get there, how you sign everything away.
That's correct.
People do not know that in the last several years, it's just all of your choices when not just seeing a doctor, but once you get to a doctor you can see or a hospital, that I'm excited to hear all about it.
Yeah, and that's so true. Whenever I see anything in the doctor's office, I get the hard copy, and then
Always.
I cross out what I don't agree with, which is most doctors don't like when I come to see them.
Yeah.
Um,
And can they do anything? Do they say anything?
no, and if they do, I'm out.
Yeah.
This is my life,
Exactly.
and
I
you're,
I have
because I think unfortunately, America, like I said, has gone so far over to giving up freedoms that they've kind of forgot what freedom actually means.
you don't know what it looks like.
Mhm.
I know I've told my mom when she had to go to do surgery in the hospital and they had to keep her overnight. They said it was an overnight thing, whatever, because she has heart issues. I said, get the hard copy and read it, because I'm telling you right now, there's things in there that even though I have power of attorney, I don't. If you sign
When
it.
she signs it, she's
When you
agreeing.
sign the actual digital copy.
Yeah.
And she looked at me, she goes, what do you mean? I go, Mom, you come from an era. And that's the other thing. We have an older generation that a lot of them just trust their doctor.
Just trust.
Or she goes, well, it's not in my Medicare. It's not in my Medicaid. And I'm like, oh my word, they're not even giving you good care. So this is really exciting, Trish.
Well, we're so excited about it. And, there's been a lot of talk for years about getting this done. But here's the disconnect. We spoke to somebody from Chip Roy's team. He's trying to work on a plan. We know that that Senator Rick Scott has said he wants to work on a plan like this. There are governors all over the country that are trying to address the concept. But without the full understanding of the intricacies of how what I like to call the medical industrial complex, how it works. It's exactly what you're talking about with your mom. It's we have we as the American people have given away our freedoms too readily. But I get it. Not everybody knows how that works. So, in my background, so I mentioned I ran for Congress. I started my career as a biochemist. In the interim, full disclosure, I worked within the Fortune 500 pharmaceutical structure. But what that means is I know where they hide the secrets and I know where they keep the money. And I understand the intricacies of something called the pharmacy benefit management structure. PBMs, you'll start to hear that more as we get into, dig into this on the congressional level. And that is this entity that sits in the middle of all the medical entities that sit around the table, so to speak. So you've got government as a part of that. 60% of the pharmaceutical world is under the government umbrella. Very few medications are really outside of that. Then you have pharmaceutical companies. And while, I'm sure we could talk for days about the problems with pharmaceutical companies, right? The reality is that they also preserve our American medical innovation. And that's a discussion in and of itself. But we don't want to get rid of that. We want to leverage that. And because I worked in that sphere, I worked in that arena for over 20 years. I know every nook and cranny of this system, and I know how to leverage it. And then you've got what I like to call the fat cat bureaucrats, who are the lobbyists, and they're interfacing with the government. They sit at that PBM table, that pharmacy benefit management table. And I can guarantee you, they do not have the patient's best interest in mind. What they want to do is, whenever they increase premiums, they go up. It's a tax to the American people. I'll put a pin in that because we have to untangle that too. But those fat cat bureaucrats, they certainly don't give anyone any more for that price increase. In fact, they're fully incentivized to keep the prices high and the quality of deliverance and the options that they offer you low, because that's how they make their money.
Exactly.
Right. So, there's so many moving parts. Those are only the main components, but we need to enter this argument with people who understand that. And we've got some great fighters in Congress. We hope to get more in this midterm. I like to call it a MAGA majority that we need. And once we establish that, we've got the congressional fighters we need. But without the full understanding of all of these back channels, we run the risk of putting something in place that's that could be worse than Obamacare. You know, we don't want to break healthcare in the midst of trying to fix it. So that's been my charge. What I'm doing is, and Michelle and I are working round the clock, really, to get involved at every juncture of every issue that touches this problem, so we can provide what I believe is truly the solution that's going to work for all America.
Can you tell us some of the folks on Capitol Hill who are supporting this now?
So we can't divulge anything right now.
Right.
We're going to be working with until we get this comprehensive tip of the spear together. And I'll tell you why. Because we, you know, in Washington, as you probably can guess and you suspect, what and they don't do it on purpose. I'm not accusing anybody of being a big ego, but we know there's plenty of them. And what we want to make sure we do is we get the right voices engaged. Otherwise, this will go into that big churning machine, and it will get eaten up and spit out something that, again, could be better, could be worse. And so what we want to do is we want to have all our contacts nailed down. I mentioned a few people we've had discussions with, a few teams, but we also want to work with candidates who are running in this midterm that can be that voice within the structure of the people. And because people are going to have to get on board with this, I am shocked at how difficult it has been for some folks to give up that really, really cheap $36,000 a year medical plan. And when I talk to folks about, some of them love it and say, where can we sign up? We have a fully developed commercial plan ready to go. That's the other piece of it. Policy is great in DC, but we have a commercially developed, commercially viable plan. You have to have that for people to be able to utilize. So when you put it together comprehensively, the plan averages, the American Healthcare Restoration Plan proposal averages about $500 per month per person. Versus, again, some folks are paying $2,000, sometimes $3,000 a month, plus a deductible, plus a copay. So you put in tens of thousands of dollars, and you haven't seen a dime in benefit returned to you. We find that completely unacceptable, and we find that to be something that only works for fat cats in Washington and within the bureaucratic structure. That can't happen anymore. We, the people, are reclaiming our medical freedom, and we need that plan, and we need the voices. They're going to get so loud that once we have that team in place, that full team, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop it. That's our goal, to get the momentum first, and then work with the team and disclose all of the players. We're almost there, but we need that momentum first, and we love that you're giving us this opportunity to start the discussion and the dialogue.
Well, K Street, are they going to come out strong against this?
But this is why the race is kind of so important, because once we get the momentum, force, I minored in physics, so I love to boil everything down to math equations. Force, it's simple. It equals mass times acceleration. If we get the full mass behind us, in the grassroots aspect, in that sphere, in the medical arena, we're working with doctors, we're working with healthcare professionals that want to see this happen, and then we get the candidates behind it. Now we've amassed that number, and now we accelerate it straight through, and now we can beat K Street at their own game.
Yeah.
That's really the strategy that has to be implemented. Otherwise, like I said, look at how we ended up with Obamacare to begin with.
I knew it was going to be a disaster from the first press conference, so we don't even know what's in it. I mean, I think we all did. We just were.
You have to pay your money to see what's in it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what it was.
If you like the doctor, you can keep the doctor.
Of course.
Yeah, that was the biggest lie ever. What can we do on our part as people in the public to help support this endeavor, or what do we look for in maybe candidates? I mean, tell us what we can do as just everyday people right now to help support you in this endeavor.
Right. Oh, yes, we appreciate that. Let's build that momentum. So, a couple of things. So, the first thing is start the dialogue that you're doing. You guys are really the tip of the spear in this regard. And also, what we want to do is have forums across the country. We're talking to candidates in every race, and that right there is a Herculean task. It's almost like an interview process. But we're getting there, and we hope to have some announcements over the next couple of weeks of some big names that are getting behind that. The other thing that we can do any folks listening, tell your friends, tell everybody what we're trying to do, and go to the website covenantwithamerica.org. And what we're doing is we're doing it as a crowdfunding initiative because getting the word out, buying airtime, I mean, that stuff is not cheap. So what we need to do is we need to get that momentum going through contributions to that to that crowdfunding link right on that website. We're going to have some merchandise. We're gonna, that always helps, and everybody who doesn't want to have a Covenant with America mug or fleece or t-shirt or hat. That'll help get the word out too. Getting that advertising message out, getting earned media like this, helping to spread the word. That's all going to help to gain that momentum. And we will give you, we would be happy to give you updates along the way.
Yeah.
Like I announced the folks we're going to be working with. They're going to need your votes, these candidates that we partner with. And if we can get this coalition from the ground roots, from the grassroots ground level, and then partner with these candidates, we'll have the momentum to go to Capitol Hill to the existing congressional representatives and say, we've got the power, we've got the might, you've got the voice, let's get this done.
That sounds like a song. We got the power.
We could do that too. We'll see.
And I know she can't see because she's on the phone, but we've had people comment of either saying how true or how they pay, and they don't get it. They pay and pay and pay.
It's a fact.
It's just they keep paying. So I think there is a lot of people who would get behind this. They just have to learn that it exists.
Yeah.
Scott
Exactly.
Kiley. Do you know Scott?
No. How do you know Scott?
Scott Kiley, he's on the CCREC. He does the healthcare
Freedom
stuff.
He works a lot very statewide.
Statewide.
Yeah.
So he would be a good contact, at least for Florida,
Mm-hmm.
to help spread that around. And, we have some good fighters in our,
We do.
It's called the Collier County Republican Executive Committee. There's always infighting because that's just,
just how we roll.
Just how we are. That's just how we roll. But I only take emails from people who give great information. And Scott Kiley is one of those. And I think that's a good interface and see who he's dealing with around Florida and how
We certainly can get a meeting with Scott and fill him in on what we're doing. Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And then do some, I really hope you'll do some more podcasts or more forums or more. You were talking about have her on Zoom or something.
Well, I was going to say, if just as far as instead of doing just audio, get a video in here. But Tricia, she has her show, which is We the People with Tricia Flanagan. Tricia has what's your social media following right now, Tricia? About?
So I'm no Kim Kardashian, proudly, but we're not in the millions yet. But I've got across all social media platforms, I've got about 150,000 followers.
Nice.
About 85,000 on X, and and I know that sometimes we don't like how the liberal media has taken over that that social media realm. But what I like to say is, I like to encourage everybody to get involved on social media because we can't cede any more ground. Look what happened. Liberals took over Hollywood because we pulled back. Now social media is going the same way. We have to get back and take that ground. And I encourage everyone to get involved. My handle is at New Day for NJ, spelled out so New Day FORNJ. And that's on Facebook, that's on X. I'm on you name the
Instagram.
platform. Instagram, yep. And
what is it again? I'm sorry. What is it again? New Day.
Right, New Day NJ. So NEWDAYFORNJ. And we are working across the country. I was recently on Fox in New Jersey with one of our favorite reporters, Joey Bloke, and he's trying to get the message out up in New Jersey. We're working with people in Arizona. Florida is mission central, really, because you guys are the free state of Florida. You're the capital for freedom. I think,
Yeah,
right?
freedom. Yeah. We're Freedom
Yeah.
Town, USA.
Yes,
Here
we
in Collier
are.
County.
It's very appropriate for us to
Yeah.
restore freedom coming from Collier, which we are Freedom Town, USA.
Exactly. And that's how the pioneers were. Don't, of course, they did mess with their freedom. There we go. We got you here, honey. Okay. All right.
I have to find a way to put that in the show comments so people can find the website if they want to get involved, and also
add that all in there.
watch
I
her
will.
watch her podcast. That would be great.
Right. No, I really appreciate that. And there is, I'll put out a teaser. There is a high profile candidate in Florida that we are we're pretty much, we're close to signing him on as kind of, he's probably going to be the leader of this initiative as we go into the midterms. And that just makes Florida all the more important. We hope to break that news very, very soon.
I look forward to it. This will be exciting.
So now you know why I stepped out of the school.
Well, yes, I totally.
Yeah.
Glad you gave me my money back.
This is big.
People like to keep it, but you gave it back.
Of course, I would not do that.
It's amazing.
But anyway, free to help with the covenant.
That's great. So now I'm put back. Why'd you get out? Something must be up. What's in her record?
Oh, what's in my record? Now I'm as clean as a whistle.
I know. Here's what's in her record. She's gonna.
This is exciting.
I'm gonna battle healthcare.
Well overdue.
Yeah.
I mean, I just kind of give up going to the doctor sometime. I mean, I wait until literally the last minute. I think post-COVID, a lot of us were leery of going to a doctor, and then now you go and you don't even get the treatment you need.
No, and you're sitting in a waiting room
back and forth, and
you sit in a waiting room full of like 50 or 60. It's starting to look more like socialized healthcare every day because it is. You sit in a waiting room of 50 or 60 people, then they call you back, and you sit in a room for another half hour for the doctor to come flying through the door and give you about 4.5 minutes of his time. He doesn't know your name, and I could tell you, as somebody who's been on the clinical side of it, we start to know you as a body part. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You're not Kristen. Oh, the shoulder's coming in at 2:00.
Yeah.
We want to bring back that. We want to bring back that doctor-patient relationship that there once was, where your doctor knows you, knows your family, knows your history. And it's not a one-size-fits-all for each patient, because it isn't. Protocol medicine.
This is why things like functional medicine and those doctors have taken off, but you have to pay out of pocket for them. But they've taken off. Concierge doctors have taken off. And
I pay out of pocket. I hate that, but at the same token, I'm not giving up my guy. That's
right. Same thing.
20-something years healthy. They don't now take it, and I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to find, and I think the insurance industry, unfortunately, when you affect a doctor's ability to do their job,
exactly,
and then you affect the bottom line for them to survive, they're just trying to work it within the system to survive.
Well, that's just it. So they're seeing it's all about quantity now, not so much quality.
Yeah.
How many patients can we see in one day? And they stack them all up. We never said no to a patient. I don't care if we had to squeeze them in. We got them in, but how much quality was there?
Right, exactly.
Why should it be that way?
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Both sides come and attack the middle.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to fix it.
We're going to fix it.
I love this. I think this is well overdue.
Yes. And we're going to have you guys back on, but I want you to note that in the little
banner
comments, she's going to leave the website and additional information. Be sure to forward that to individual people and keep us maybe a monthly update.
Yeah,
let's do that.
As things change, I will.
Update.
I'm happy to come in and do a healthcare update monthly. Whenever you need me, I'm here. If you just want me to come in and have fun, I can do that too.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I know.
No, I don't want you to have fun. I want you to get to work and get this.
But I could do. I can walk and chew gum. Yeah.
We're women. We can do that. Wayne hates that. It's like when I put on my lipstick while I'm driving and then I'm changing the radio station. He goes, Lois. I go, I'm in South Carolina. We learn how to do this.
Multitask.
Well, women in
general.
I love men, but women multitask. Men are very one at a time.
We want that.
No, that's fine. I'm not saying anything.
It's balance. They balance us out.
That's the way it works.
Yep. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
For sure.
Well, Trish, any other questions that you guys have for her?
No, we're gonna like store them up, and we're gonna maybe
Yeah.
ask for our listening audience to send some questions in, and so we'll kind of keep that up and
Yeah.
have the link so we can
Will do.
continually keep it going.
I'll put my email address on there as well. So if anybody has any other questions, they could just email me. I'd be
Got
happy
it.
to-
Oh, that's
happy to
fantastic.
answer.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you guys.
Thank you, Trish, for coming on with us today.
Look forward to you coming back down here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm actually coming down for somebody I know there on your panel has a daughter who's getting married. So
that's
Yeah. My daughter's getting married April 25th.
Oh my gosh, is that quick?
That quick.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're in full wedding mode, and so we'll solve the healthcare
Wonderful.
stuff and
Do that.
plan a wedding. It's all good.
So that's
just
joy
fine.
personified.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all
Who's that
good.
multitasking?
That's exactly. Talk about wearing hats.
Let's give out a lot of flyers at the wedding. No, just kidding.
It's a great idea.
In the program.
I can make the wedding into a fundraiser. It's not a bad idea.
All right. All right. Well, thank you
Thank you.
so much, Trish. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you for
All
coming.
right.
All right, Trish.
Thanks. Bye-bye. We got
Wow.
to do the tickets.
Yes. Okay. Right now, we're getting set up for our next thing. We're going to talk about one of the fun things
We
that
got
are
some
coming up.
fun stuff coming up, don't we?
Jim
Well-
Doe, I hope you're listening.
So let's do these tickets. We've got some amazing tickets to give away. Who is looking out there? Who's looking for free tickets for the Country Jam Naples? It's on
Country
April
Jam.
18th. We've got it up there on the screen. So if you are looking for free tickets, I have a way for you to get some today. So are you ready? We've got some hints, right? Lois is so great with my drum calls.
roll.
I love that. So here's our clues. This is what you're doing. These are emojis. You have to put the emojis in the comments. 2 of them. There's 2 emojis. You have to put both of them. And Kevin's going to monitor this and give away the tickets later.
Yeah, we want to give tickets away. We love to give things
We
away.
love to give free things away here. So here we go. So the first emoji is, this is what you're doing when the music's loud, drinks are up, and everyone is celebrating. It's emoji number 1. Remember, you have to use both emojis in the comments. The second emoji is, you ride this, think boots, saddles, and that country lifestyle. So the second emoji, you ride this. Now think boots, saddles, and that country lifestyle. You put it together, put both of them in the comments, and we will be picking ticket winners for free tickets to the Country Jam Naples. It's an all-women's country concert. It's going to be great fun. There are so many great artists. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Jimmy Jam.
Yeah.
We are excited. Huh?
We'll have to have maybe
Jim
you
Doe, we
guys
got to
on
get you.
Friday.
He is the sweetest thing, and boy, he is an extremely intuitive gentleman.
He filled in for the last half of the show on Friday, and I heard it went really well.
He's terrific. Well, right now, in case you're wondering, the boys used to call me the GOAT, but we have the real GOAT that will be coming on.
Coming up
if
next.
you've never followed anything on any of your social media, where am I here?
That's
There we
it.
go.
Yeah.
How about the GOAT man himself, Mr. Kevin? And let's throw up some of his pictures. Kyle, I'm sorry. You
Looking
know what?
at Kevin and Kyle's coming up.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I wrote you at night and asked you to come on thinking you were your brother, right?
That's right.
That's right. And I'm like, wait a minute. Don't you do this? No, I do this. Are you guys twins? No. Wait a minute. I got to go back. I felt so bad. But thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, pleasure.
And so you can see while I got confused.
Yeah,
For sure,
look at the
but you don't
picture.
see that in pictures. I mean, you don't see that on the Facebook.
We're all starting to look a lot more alike too now that we all have beards too.
Is that your
Really-
brother on the other side?
No, I got my arm around him.
That's your brother. Okay,
yeah,
I thought the other
that's-
guy.
yeah.
You guys look alike too.
Right. My little brother works for us as well too, so we all work together every day. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So
Oh,
we get that.
you're
classic-
fair.
Oh yeah,
That is.
yeah. It's all good.
No wonder you guys are smiling all the time. And that in and of itself is a special segment we should do. Working with family businesses.
Well, it's
Big
fun.
time.
Yeah.
No, it's a big consulting.
You know, you
to
say
do
it's fun, and then your face was kind of a little
Yeah.
pensive.
but it is. I mean, you have that. At least it's with family. You can work through that easier. Sometimes
It's true.
different circumstances.
Yeah.
So tell us about Go to Golf, because I go through it. I look at all your marketing, which is phenomenal, and I love you playing golf with your son. And the last pic of him, I think,
yeah.
he saw you filming and he did something.
Yeah.
He stuck around the corner. I thought, how cute is that?
Yeah, we get all of our kids out playing, which is awesome. It's a blast. We grew up in Miami. There's not a lot of golf in Miami where we grew up. There was one golf course within like 35 miles, something like that. Here you could throw a rock and you hit a golf course.
It's true.
And so it's been a passion of ours to make the golf a little bit more accessible for younger crowds, to make it more fun, to make it more vibrant. So we started this company a while ago, 2 years now, actually. It's been 2 years. And
wow, you guys
Wow,
have
that's-
really.
You've really taken off. in a
yes,
short
it's
time.
been amazing. God's been absolutely blessing
Amazing.
everything we're doing. And honestly, it's because we gave it to him. So GOATed stands for God over all things every day. And we try to live that every single day, everything we design, everything we do, in the decisions that we make. You'll see our conference room. If you ever come to our headquarters, our conference room has a picture of the chosen as the disciples following him. And if our conference room meetings and any business meetings we have, or even team meetings, if it doesn't look like that, we start over, because it's just something that we have to keep at the forefront. If we're not following his lead, we're not doing what we're supposed to be
So
doing.
what does GOAT stand for?
God over all things every day is what GOATed stands for. Yeah. So it's a blast. So yeah, we're a limited drop company. Every month we drop 2 different drops. We drop a GOAT. So we elevate, obviously we elevate these humans that have done amazing, incredible feats outside of the normal human boundaries, but we always keep God above that. We know that those gifts directly come from God, whether they recognize it or not, and are able to honor that GOAT. And then we also drop an Air GOATed, which is our own kind of spin on the Air Jordan drops that have happened throughout history, and we honor that as well. So it's been really cool. We've had some great relationships with some of these GOATs, and been able to have awesome conversations and even rounds of golf with some of these amazing men, which has been awesome. So it's really, really cool.
I think it's wonderful because so many athletes are thanking God now.
Yeah.
Vocally and out loud, whereas before it wasn't really that way.
Yeah. It's a platform whether you use it or not. And you're either platforming something or nothing. And if you're platforming nothing, there's still something that you're kind of giving that kind of credit to. And so, yeah, it's really cool to see a lot more athletes come out and be a little bit more vocal with their faith, and put him at the forefront. So yeah, that's something we do too, and everything that we try to, emulate in our everyday stuff, but also our marketing and everything we do. So
yeah, because like I said, your marketing is fantastic. I love all the.
We've got some great teams. I mean, we really do. Yeah.
It feels like you've been around longer because your marketing is so amazing. So what made you start GOATed?
So Kevin and I, he kind of came up with the idea about 2.5 years ago. So it actually, from conception to from mental conception to actual conception, wasn't a lot of time, because Kevin's he doesn't like to sit still. I don't really like to sit still. And so when we have an idea, we're like, if we think it's a good idea, we're going to go. And if God honors it, then it was a good idea. And if he doesn't, then it wasn't. So it's been really cool. So he's been in the golf industry for about 7 years, and we've been playing golf for about 10. And again, was one of those things that wasn't really available to us in our younger life. But obviously growing up in Naples, there's a little bit different vibe here. And so since we were privy to it, we were like, hey, let's create something that's that honors, and then is available to younger generation. So 2 things that Kevin has loved his whole life is sneakers and golf. He's been playing golf since he was probably 13, and really seriously playing it in the last 10 years. And so he was like, well, why not marry the 2? And so we were able to kind of put this Jordan mindset and then put it with our love for golf and put it together. And then we realized there's a lot of other people our age that like that as well, this younger generation coming up in golf. So so that was kind of the formation behind it. He was working for a company that was doing club development. He was able to do putter development in that company.
That's golf club development for us non-golfers.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, golf club development. Yep.
Not nightclub development.
It's funny because I'm not,
International Cocktail Day. So I wanted to say exactly.
Just in case anyone's celebrating early. Yeah. So golf club development, there's a lot of technicality and even physics that goes into it. And so as you get into that R&D, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So he was able to do that for like 2 years. And once he had the design and the marketing aspect of it, he just put it together with the functional and it became a company overnight. Yeah.
It went.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's really
that's
cool. So
incredible. I know we have what is it, the most golf courses per capita or something in Collier County?
Yep.
And
is it still that?
I think I think Florida is only second to California in golf courses in the state. But in Collier County, I think we have the most per capita because Collier County is so big.
I think we lost maybe one golf course over the last.
I was gonna say,
Lakewood, I think was the only one that disappeared.
Yeah.
There's also FGCU has a golf program.
Yep. Yeah, so, we just met with their coaches a couple months ago, trying to do a little bit more local NIL deals and stuff with not only their golf athletes, but all their athletes. And they're like number 55 in the country right now, which if you guys don't know, there's a lot of golf programs in the country. And to be technically a smaller Division I, even though they're a great school and they're a huge school and basketball is kind of their thing, to be 55 in the country, when you look at how many courses and how many teams there are, SEC, ACC, Big Ten, they're up there with that court, and they're really doing a great job. So there's some NIL deals that we're going to try to work and help get them better resources and better things so that they can continue to build on the momentum they've built. They've done it without us, but we're going to, if we can help in any way, we want to
value added. Sure.
Collaborate.
Yeah.
You can elevate everyone.
Right.
And I met somebody on a plane one day. It was a kid, he's going looking at schools.
Yep.
And I was talking to the mom because my kid's in college, FGCU, what are you doing? He goes, golf course management.
Yeah.
Big. Have that?
Yeah.
No, but it makes sense when you look at the demographic of where we are.
Oh yeah.
This is a great place to have your company.
Oh, big time. Yeah. Golf course development is huge nowadays, especially even golf course management too. That's become like a sports management offset degree. And a lot of kids are getting into it.
I never knew there was a degree.
Oh my God.
To do golf course.
You better know how to take care of that grass and understand the sprinkler and understand
house with that grass. And I can tell you.
No, I hate it. I have it too.
I had it, and then the Pelican Bay golf course was right behind our old house.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, why did we put this in?
Right.
Because it is a lot of maintenance and the weeds. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's gorgeous. And it's, there's nothing better than being on a golf course.
The grass around here is, that's definitely the way to go.
I used to do the mental coaching for the women's golf team when they first started.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. At FGCU or? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
FGCU,
Yeah, the mental side of the game is a big part of it too. We actually we say, and I was gonna say we joke, but it's actually something very serious we take. We don't say we're a golf company. We say we're a mentality company. Goated comes from this mentality of being confident in everything that you've been given and being able to practice and get to the point where you're confident in everything you do. That was one of the things Kevin said. He was like, when I look over a putt, which is the most important part of the golf game for you golfers out there, I want to be confident. And so I want to be looking at something like that 23 on a jersey or that, that tiger print or whatever it is, following that goated mentality. I want to be confident in this. And I'm going to fail. I'm going to miss. but I'm going to do my best and be confident in it. And that mental side of the game is actually really, really big. Of golf, but also in life. If you're able to do that on a golf course, I promise you will be positive in every aspect of your life because golf will beat you down.
Oh yeah. One of my programs was like, get a grip.
Yeah.
Because that is like
grip the rip.
How about put up that game time, the goated? I just saw that. That's your newest thing, right?
That just dropped yesterday. That we drop it on the 23rd of every month at 2:30 p.m. and it's only live for about 8 hours till midnight that next night. Yeah, and usually it sells out before it's gone. Yeah, very limited. There's only 23 putters. I think it's only like 46 jackets and head covers and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very limited and just trying to get a little bit more exclusivity behind the brand, but also like make it something that people are aspiring to as well. Because the go-to mentality is for everybody, but that doesn't mean that everyone's going to actually capture it and live it. And so we want those people who are seeking after it and are actually trying, because the only way to get a go-to mentality is to seek after it and to actually practice it. And so
and that's what I even say, like in baseball, if you miss half, you're still batting 500.
So say you're a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
You're a Hall of Famer big time. Yeah. And so people forget that, and it's like even tennis, because tennis is my game, and you're going to miss a whole lot of shots. That's just the way it is. But if you got to carry that attitude, because it comes right straight down your arms, or it goes to your knees, or it goes wherever.
Yep. No, it's so true. Yeah, it's something that you have to emulate in everything you do. You can't It's just like it's parenting. It's just like business. If you're not full go 24/7 thinking that I'm going to succeed and having that confidence, it's pretty hard to succeed in a lot of things. So, yeah, you gotta have it in every aspect of your life.
Very true.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to pick your products, how do you decide what you're going to drop that month? Are you guys, and how far out do you plan your drops?
So we actually just had a meeting the other day and planned out the rest of the year. We usually do it about 6 to 7 months at a time, just to make sure that manufacturing deadlines and all that stuff is meets what we need to, because we've become a great supplier for the golf industry as well. We've perfected a lot of not only the club side but also the apparel side. We've tried to perfect it, and be a source for people that, everyone wants to do the big five companies, but a lot of them are really nickel and diming everybody. And so we want to be that source that gives you the quality you're actually paying for. And so while our prices are pretty comparative, our quality actually
It's off the charts.
yeah, it's off the charts. And so it's something that we pride ourselves in. So yeah, so we try to stay 6 or 7 months ahead so that all planning is done, that when people come to us for wholesale accounts or something like that, we have the brain space to say, oh yeah, we can do that because we've already had these decisions down the road.
Everything's set for going
Yeah.
forward. Got it.
And we talk to our customer base a lot too. We do a lot of live selling. So we talk to them a lot. We get their feedback, and we want to be selling stuff that people are interested in, that's hot, that's new, that's current. So a lot of that is stuff that we do.
When people, again, I said my back time used to do consulting, and it's like people say, well, we want to do this or we want to do this. Well, why don't you ask your customer what they want? And they'll give you your whole outline.
They'll tell you what you want. Yeah.
Be very honest with you.
What they need. Then do it. Don't try to create something and get them to sell it. Find out what they want.
Yeah. Oh, and it's so easy nowadays. Like, you've got all these, you can now put a poll in a text message group.
Yes.
I mean, you can literally put that up and have, what do you want for dinner tonight as a family? You can put a poll in the text message. There's so much feedback that we get nowadays. And so, yeah, being able to take that feedback and then infuse it into your business, it's huge. That's a big part of it.
I was talking to Matt Moen. He's Roll Scoop Ice Cream.
Yep.
They're like the number 1 or 2 buyer of whatever the supply is for ice cream in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Like number whatever in the country. And I'm like, oh my God, you were just a kid. What happened? You grew up. And I asked him about something. He goes, I don't know if we can do that because we've already planned 6 months out.
Right. Yeah.
And he's been always very astute in business. So,
yeah, it's one of those things to have, and a little bit of flexibility, right? We plan ahead. My dad always taught us, even in business and in ministry and in fatherhood, you plan 6 months out, then you have flexibility to change. And so it's funny, like we planned all this stuff out. We got all this stuff coming out for the 250th, but then like the USA hockey team wins the gold. Well, that day you got to have stuff out. You got about a week and a half till that's no longer a big story and someone else can do something. Then you got the World Baseball Classic. And so it's great to have that baseline plan for everything you do, and then being able to have the flexibility to infuse, big events and things that happen to celebrate those as well. So yeah, it's a balancing act for sure.
You seem very excited. Oh no, that's okay. He's so excited about what he does. You can tell you love what you do.
No, it's like refuse.
Yeah.
What did your dad do? What does your dad do?
Yeah, my dad's been a pastor his whole life, or my whole life. He was a teacher when we were first, growing up, and then he became a pastor when I was like 5 years old, and has done that since. And everything he's done, it's funny. Even when he was a teacher, he was coaching, not only, guys teams, but also girls teams, and also other teachers and other coaches, and really ministering to them. Then he became a pastor. He stayed Coach V. Everyone called him Coach V because in everything he did, he kind of emulated this ability to bring people up and elevate them to themselves. So he did the same thing with us. I feel like we had more of a coach than a father growing up in such a good way. Like, he was always trying to build us up, and it wasn't just discipline or just this. It was discipline plus formation and really building us up in everything we did. So that's been a part of it. And he always told us, like, you have to love what you do. You'll never work a day in your life.
Oh,
and that's where we're at, right?
Exactly.
That's where we're at. So it's like, that's why I think I'm excited about it. It's something I love to do.
That's how I feel about podcasting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done real estate for 34 years, but when I get done interviewing my 3 or 4 guests,
yeah,
I'm like, wow, that was really good.
That was fun. You're energized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I understand about, since I know he's working on a big deal for you guys, right? Your brother?
Yeah. Yeah. Which side?
I don't. Well, he's got Campus Huddle. That's what got my attention. The blue collar mentality.
Yeah. So that's actually my stuff. So I actually do some consulting on my side. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Just like
Listen, the pictures are all the same, you know, you just
I
it's a
just
redheaded beard. Yeah, no, it's okay.
I go, wait a minute, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's on first?
So, yeah, no, this is
What you're doing?
yeah, this is something that's kind of my ministry, and this is something that it's cool because Kevin's kind of been he's always been obviously my older brother, but also my mentor and somebody I look up to. And so when he first started getting in the golf community, he actually jumped into a lot of the mentality coaching on the PGA Tour. He had a pass and everything where he'd walk behind the ropes and keep these, Corn Ferry Tour golfers and then a couple lower PGA golfers just mentally in the game.
Exactly. That's
And
so important.
so when I graduated college, after playing sports, he was always that mental coach for me too, just keeping me in it, always competing with me and making sure I was humbled in a good way. And so it was something that I was actually, taught through not only my brother but my dad. And so this has kind of been my ministry has been this blue collar mentality where everything you do, whether it's in business life, fatherhood, or even husbandry, I guess you can call it. You have this blue collar mentality where 24/7 you're on and you're on all the time, but it's do it in a way that fulfills you. You don't ever have to just continue to empty your cup. You're always being filled as well and being fulfilled by what you're doing. And so I travel the country speaking at conferences and retreats and all this stuff, just kind of giving this same kind of similar talk and change it towards the audience and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was asked last week to come out and talk to the athletes at Ave Maria University. So I'll be doing that this Thursday, which will be a lot of fun. So
I
it'll be
love
great.
campus huddle, and I love the title, blue collar mentality.
Yeah, yeah, it's something. You know what's funny? It's something I got during COVID. It was I wrote a book called Blue Collar Catholicism because during COVID I realized, and I don't know if I'm sure most of you experienced this, especially if you're not from Florida and you weren't as free as we were.
Yeah.
But I realized that like I was relying on a lot of blue collar jobs.
Mhm.
When everything shut down, we needed the truckers, we needed the farmers, we needed the I was like, wow, I am relying on a lot of
Amazon
people.
was still coming to your house.
Yep,
Yeah.
and yeah, and so I was like, "Man, what is my blue collar thing? What is my thing that my community needs from me?" And it made me realize that like everyone needs to find their blue collar thing. I don't care if you have a white collar job. I have a white collar job. You got to find your blue collar thing that you are giving to your community. If not, what are you doing? Are you just taking from your community? Are you
Exactly.
just sucking the, energy and the resources
No,
from
you
it?
have to replenish.
Yeah, what are you giving? And so that's kind of been my challenge when I give these talks. I'm like, what are you doing in your community to give back? What's your, piece of the puzzle? What's your, skill that God has given you that only you can give? And so that's kind of been this mentality of then go do it because that's going to give you the most fulfillment that you can instead of just taking or
And it's
being,
not just about getting the money. Yeah, I love it because my business is called Success Fulfillment. It's
yeah.
about balancing the money side, but the fulfillment. If you don't have that, the
Oh,
balance
it's
is
so
way
true.
off.
Well, yeah, and even I like the word balance, like or harmony. I had a mentor of mine, a business mentor of mine. He said, "Look, there's no such thing as work-life balance. There's work-life harmony. You have to harmonize them together. And if you're doing successful things, but you're giving to the community and you're breathing life into your community, your little kingdom that you're in charge of, man, you that harmony comes there, and then you'll just feel at peace and fulfilled and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think of remember We Are the World, the song We Are the World.
Yeah.
It was Quincy Jones, I think, who was the director,
Yep.
and they
Yeah,
had
the
these
composer. Yeah.
superstars. And at his door, he said, "Check your ego at the door."
Right.
Because we all
So
can
true.
do this, but I'm the person in charge.
That's
So
good.
check your ego.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, and it's funny, like we actually had the Ave Maria basketball team just lost last night in the Final Four of NAIA. Oh, so my heart goes out to those boys. They're awesome. But they came to us about a month ago, and they were at the headquarters, and they kind of followed us around for the day and kind of saw how a business operated. And it was funny.
You did like an open house?
Yeah, open
Oh,
house. The whole
very
team
cool.
came, and we were kind of showing them around, showing them a business. And one of the kids, who's actually the starter on the team, he kind of took my brother aside and he goes, "Hey, I haven't heard anyone on your staff say I or me all day. It's been 12 hours." And we didn't even notice it. Like, this is not us. Like, he was like, "I haven't heard one person say I or me. You guys are we." And I was like, man,
All the way down.
without having trying, we just checked our ego at the door, and we've always been about what can we do to get better as a company. And so it's been kind of cool that we have a pretty selfless environment where we are,
Wow.
which is awesome.
That's incredible that he noticed that, and being on a team.
Yeah.
And if somebody says that, yeah.
Right. When someone outside says it, you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's true.
Well, when you have your vision and that's really how a company is. Everybody's got to be rowing in the same direction. Seriously, if you just have one little person over here, you're thinking, oh, and they want to go, it just pulls you off course.
Right.
So you guys have integrated that in so well.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, and it comes down from the top. I mean, Kevin has always been about taking care of his people first. I mean, at the end of the day, he would rather, help somebody pay a bill than fill his pockets with whatever's coming in, whatever income and stuff. And so it flows down from the top down, and we all emulate that in everything we do.
And it's an abundance mentality, because he knows, like, if I help someone and help the community and give back to the community, that I can always go out and do that again, but maybe right now they can't.
Right. No, yep, 100%.
So I love that abundance mentality.
Yeah.
Good.
And they train others to do. So tell me what's new and exciting in the next month coming up for you guys.
Well, the next month we've got a lot of cool drops coming up, but man, we're really repping up for the 250th. I mean, that's going to be our biggest thing. I mean, that's we've got a golf tournament that we're doing.
That's right. Yes, tell us
our
about that.
Independence Invitational. So we have a secondary company that's kind of an offshoot of Goated called Red State Golf. It's a patriotic golf company. We've done amazing collaborations with Patriot Gear. We've done amazing collaborations with so many different organizations. So we were like, hey, not many people, they wake up late on the 4th of July, or maybe they go run a 5K or something like that. But I don't think there's many golf tournaments. So we're like, let's host it. We should be hosting one. So it'll be Red State Golf plus Southwest Florida Young Republicans. We'll be running that together, and also with help of the CCREC and a bunch of other organizations, Patriot Gear and MAGA Beer, all these other corporations who are getting behind the event. So that'll be 8 a.m. On Independence Day, and then you can come play golf and then go party after that and throw some fireworks at your house and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a blast. So we've got that coming up. I think we're ramping up for that one, and then a couple other collaborations that
I like that it's early too, because it gets a little warm here in Florida.
It does. Yeah, especially in July.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's good that it's early. People can still do their family cookout or whatever they want to do in the afternoon, go on the boat.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool off right afterwards.
Right after, just jump in the pool.
Yep.
Well, thanks for being in the pool, because you get out to Key Wading that day.
It's warm.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, people do. Yeah,
and that's okay. That's good.
That's the pool. We stay at the pool.
Yes, I do too. Yeah, I'm in the Estates, so I light up fireworks all night. Yeah. Oh yeah, all night.
Do you have pets?
Oh yeah. We put the little lightning blanket on them and cover their ears. Put the TV up loud. Yeah, they're fine.
Wait a minute. Say that again. What do you put a little?
You put the lightning vest on and put a heavy blanket on them, and then they feel all comfortable. Yeah.
What kind of dogs do you have?
We have I have a half lab, half border collie, and then I have a Bernedoodle, which is a Bernese Mountain Dog mixed with a poodle.
Oh, I love
him. Yeah, he's awesome.
You got some small dogs then?
No, one small one and then one big one. The Bernedoodle's huge.
Big.
Oh yeah.
The lab, is he active?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's like a little sheepdog. He runs around crazy. Yeah, we've got chickens and goats and all sorts of stuff. So he likes to run around our yard as king of the castle. So
that was going to be my next question. You do have goats?
Yes, I do. So we have 3 goats. We got goats. They're our mascots. But they're also my wife and I we did a little hobby farm out in the estate. So we've got chickens, ducks, geese, and we actually have an emu too. If you've never had an emu,
my God,
they're the best. She's the funniest creature we have.
You almost need to do with just a podcast, but you see the lady on who does it with. What's the emu's name? And she's always yelling at it.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, stop that. Emmanuel. And he comes up to her microphone and starts looking around.
Yeah, they're funny. They're really, they're interesting creatures. Yeah, they're really cool. So it's awesome. Yeah, we get to have a lot of fun.
Tours of your backyard?
Not yet. We're working on it. I got to get a few things in place. Yeah.
You're not busy doing anything else.
No, not at all. Not at all. I got to put the putting green in first, but no.
Well, I was going to make a joke about, are they pygmy goats?
They are. I have two American pygmies and one Nigerian dwarf. So yeah, they're a blast.
Have you seen Buttercup on the on Facebook?
Oh yeah,
Buttercup.
Buttercup's famous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that funny. See, Wayne goes, "Why do you watch this?" Because everybody sees it. Everybody knows.
I wanted one.
I have laughed so that goat.
Yeah. It's so much fun. Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah. That's
my
awesome.
gosh. Well, I am looking forward to the opening of your
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
V Home Farm.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Yeah.
That's
And the
good.
golf tournament, and then you're speaking this week, and
Yeah.
then you're running a business
Yeah.
with your brother,
Yeah.
not Kyle, who's Kevin.
Yeah. He's the real goat.
And just a little.
That's fine.
that I'm in like Flint on everything.
Yeah.
Well, when do you do your drops?
So every first of the month we drop our go to the month, and then every air go to drop is the 23rd. So the first and 23rd of every month. Yep.
Drop a month.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you download the app, you can actually get push notification whenever we drop. So yeah, we have an app. It's free. It's in the App Store. It's called Go to Golf. And so if you put on push notifications, you'll get the notification on when we're dropping.
You'll be ready because it's a limited drop.
Yeah. You got to be ready. They sell out pretty quick. Yeah.
There you go. I got a few golfing friends. It's one thing I didn't pick up when I was a kid because I would leave. The grass would go further than the ball.
Yeah.
And I decided it was not my sport.
Yeah.
So tennis ended up being mine for the longest time.
Yeah. It's landscaping instead of golf, right? Yeah. Re-landscaping. Yeah.
And the first place I did this was RP.
Oh.
Oh,
So that
Lord.
was not traumatic at all. Not traumatic.
That's a nice course. I tell you what, it really is. Yeah.
Then I was there.
Oh.
So I drove the cart the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I came back
to sit
time. The guy's like sitting there and he's like, she's not going to get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
There's just some that do and some that don't.
But I appreciate the technical part of golf.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
the athleticism that has to go into it.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
The mental focus.
I was gonna say the mental part of it for me, I think I've competed my whole life, and this is the only sport where you have to compete against yourself. And so I have a lifetime competitor. And so like everything else, I've always had an opponent. And this one for sure, like I've tried to get into tennis and pickleball. I love those sports, but golf, man, it's like me versus me. Yeah, it's just me versus me mentally and physically. And so yeah, it's a great lifetime sport for sure.
And it's a great if you're working on your self-talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Things that you say to yourself. Oh my word.
It matters. It really does. It really
matters
does.
on a whole
Yep.
On a whole lot of levels. Well, I'm having so much fun here. I don't want you to go. But I'm so glad we're sorry you missed your brother.
No, he actually had to jump into an important meeting with someone we're dropping a collab with that we can't mention yet, but hopefully soon it'll be.
We're
excited
about
about
on one of those drops. We're at the 23rd. What date is this?
Today's 24th. Yeah.
We missed that. Oh, that's where I got the little thing from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was just yesterday. So yeah. That'll be a good one. We're excited about that one. So,
good, darling.
We look forward to hearing more about that.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll definitely put up your event for keep pushing out the 4th of July.
Yeah, please do. That'd be awesome. Yeah. And thank you guys for having me on here. I mean, this is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. And thank you for all you do. And I said, I enjoy, because that's really what I do. I look at people's posts and I just feel like people say, oh, well, you're just not living in the real. Yeah, I am, because everybody's so busy, but I can stay connected and love what I see and love the different icons. You get to see that.
I was joking with Kevin. I was like, no one's more in the know than Lois. Like, if you actually want to know what's going on, Lois knows what's going on always. And so
when I grow up, I hope I can network like
I know,
Lois.
right? Seriously. Yeah. It's so funny.
Well, that's what ADHD does.
It's a superpower. It is. It's a superpower.
It really is in many, many ways that it is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For sure.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go do the emojis next day and make sure we get some tickets
I'm
out.
buy some more of these, and I'm going to give these to some of your guys.
I like that.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I love it.
That.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, so coming on.
Wow.
That is.
Well, I say wow because I'm like, I told you we were going to have a great group of people.
Oh no, the guests today were off off the charts. Now we have housekeeping and prizes to give away, and I think we have some events coming up. We talk about.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about the barbecue. Not barbecue. Sorry, that was like chili cook-off for Miss Jess.
Yeah, let's do the tickets and see if we can get some more people.
Okay, come on, you guys listen to this and win some free tickets. We want to give away tickets.
We can't keep them. We got to give them away. So here we are. So we on April 18th, Country Jam Naples and all women's country concert is coming to Florida, to Naples, and we want to give you tickets to win free. Here we go. Okay, it's going to be emojis. You got to put 2 emojis. Last week I saw people put 2 and It was 3, today it's 2 emoji. Or they would just put 1, and I'm like, "No, you gotta put all the emojis. Gotta put both emojis in the comments." This is where following directions comes in handy. So, for tickets to Country Jam Naples, the first emoji is, this is what you're doing when the music's loud, the drinks are up, and everybody's celebrating. That's the first emoji. The second is, you ride this. Think boots, saddles, and that country lifestyle. Lois is trying to help you out here. She's trying to give you tickets.
I'm having a fit here, seizure. All right.
So you put both of those emojis and you put it in the comments, and then Kevin's going to be paying attention, and we're going to be seeing who wins and giving away some tickets to Country Jam Naples, April 18th.
These ladies are phenomenal. They are seriously great.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
they're incredible.
We're going to have to get them to do a little. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are we going to be there, Kevin? We're going to be there.
Oh,
so we're going to be there probably interviewing some of these great artists and seeing the crowd and having a good time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we have coming up this weekend.
This weekend is busy. There's a lot going on.
Yep.
We got a lot going on this weekend.
By the way, I'm going to be cooking. We are going to be having breakfast for like 110 veterans.
Really?
Chickabee from Tag a Pet for a Vet and I offered to do it. So we hired Sean Darling of Drive In and Go Through to make the breakfast, because that helps them, helps us. And
where is that breakfast for the veterans?
Oh, it's at Fleischman Park. I always get Fleischman Park.
Okay.
Every Saturday with Gulf Coast Veterans and Friends, there's a breakfast. And if you're a veteran, just show your little card or your whatever, DD-214, whatever it is, and you sign up, come have breakfast, sit around. And they've been having like about 103, 114. And they had a barbecue at the fire station off Veterans Parkway, whatever it is. And they had like 250 people there. So it's a great, if you're a veteran, if your dad's a veteran or your mom's a veteran, come out. It's really, you can bring your dad.
Connect.
Yeah, and it's connect and it's fun and everybody's friendly and it's just a great thing. So we're doing the breakfast, and then after that, we're going to the chili cook-off.
Okay, let's get that up there, because I can't wait for this. I love these. And this is the mini bar is having their first annual chili cook-off this Saturday from 11 to 3.
And boy, do they have a lot of things going on.
Oh.
Can we enlarge that so I can read it? So much for these guys. Okay, here we go. And it's to honor bringing first responders and the community together.
It's the first responders doing the cooking, right?
Yeah, but they also have the community. They have community people in there.
Okay, so it's a good mix.
Yeah, it's a good mix of how to do that. And like, let's say they've got 15 to 20 teams, firefighters, police officers, and first responders. Prepare your best chili. A portion of the alcohol sales will be going back to the first responders. Is that what this? Fire department. And they're going to have judges. I'm not sure who all the judges are, except I'm going to be a judge. And
I'll be there
reporting.
69 from we're going to do some interviews. We're going to talk to some people, get in the crowd.
And so it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if you don't know where the mini bar is, just look for that Volkswagen van whose side faces the back. Yeah, the whole thing that they do there is it's
outdoor, indoor. You can go no matter the weather.
Speakeasy.
Yeah, they've got everything there. I do recommend parking in the parking garage over by the Gulf Shore Playhouse, though. Right. Parking garage is built, it's open, and then just walk over. It's a block and a half.
Yeah, it's not even that far.
Yeah, it's so much
easier. I even got Wayne to walk when we went to the theater, so
perfect. Yeah, it's really close. So there'll be lots of parking, lots of fun, great food, great time. They'll have music. So it's going to be fun. It's just out and see Lois and I.
It's just a cool, and Kevin.
And Jesse and Kevin.
Yeah. They'll be working hard.
Diana.
I'll be working hard eating.
You're going to eat the chili.
I hope they're not too spicy. Actually, I like spicy stuff, just not really hot. If it's hot, it doesn't matter. I'll push through it.
On Friday, because Jesse will be here, you'll know who some of the teams are.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
exciting. She might She might tell.
Oh, we've got some emojis coming in. Come on, guys. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Rolling, rolling.
I'll tell you, you're close, but you're not quite there.
Almost.
I think it's Zeno. Close.
It's a party.
It's a party, and you ride with a saddle.
That's what they have.
The other one.
Oh.
Yeah, and wear boots.
Yeah,
cowboy boots.
I'm going to wear my boots. Okay, so on Saturday, March the 28th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. And then that evening, there is
bowling.
Take a Soldier Fishing.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we just had them on here. The
yes, wonderful people. Oh, fabulous. And this was the first time I got involved about 4 years ago. I'm not sure if all the lanes are already filled, but even if they are, come on out because they have silent auction stuff, and you can donate and you can hang around with some of the people that are participating, and certainly the Take a Soldier Fishing people will be there as well. And it's a great fun time for pizza, wing, and soda. How much better does it get than that?
Oh, no, that's a great way to spend the night. Chili during the day, pizza and wings at night.
Yeah. Then
Lois is going to be like,
and then we'll have
take Sunday off.
Yeah, biscuits. I mean, I love and I got 2 of the greatest cakes. I call them Happy Unbirthday.
Okay.
I got them from Publix, and they're these fancy cakes. They normally just get ready with the cream. Well, I went, since Sean's cooking all the food, I don't have much time, but it's going to be so good. I'll have to take pictures of it and send you before they cut into it. And
please do. That'll be fun.
They're going to be so surprised.
Give us recaps of what Lois has done.
Yeah, what did Lois eat on Saturday, and how sick was Lois on Sunday?
Oh, gosh.
So that's pretty much.
Now, where is this? Which at Headpins Entertainment Center? So
that's on Radio Road.
So the one on Radio. Okay,
right,
okay.
So the
check-ins at 5:00. So come anytime if you're not bowling and support, or if you are, we will see you there.
And you can also, if you want to donate online, that's okay to do that too. But I'm sure they'd love to see you, and people out there would love to see you and just party and on that Diet Coke.
Fun to do.
Coke, they'll get you going.
Yeah,
that caffeine happening. Yeah, no, it was really I think Byron Donalds was with us this first time that we did, his kids, and it was great fun.
Good times.
It was great fun. So before we close out, how about let's just give one more thanks to our sponsors.
You're close, Michelle. You're
close. Come on, girl. Keep going one more time. I'm going to go slow so we can get more.
Here, I'm going to do it one more time. And then we'll do
the sponsors.
Okay. So I'm going to give you all the emojis one more time before we close out. This is for Country Jam Naples, April 18th. You have to put both emojis in the comment section together. The first emoji is, this is what you're doing when the music's loud, drinks are up, and everybody's celebrating. They're having a good time. And the other one is, you ride this, think boots, saddles, and that country lifestyle. So you ride it with a saddle. I know you got this.
Does a racehorse count?
It's there. They'll find it.
Okay.
And Kevin's going to let everybody know who's won. So let's do these sponsors before we close out.
We're going to announce the winners.
Are you going to announce them? You going to come up here? You only
got one?
Only one person so far? Come on, guys. You can do this.
Shoot.
All right, you look and see how many people. I'm going to announce the...
Well, he's going to go do it again. Let's go. Well, do the sponsors, and then I got to figure this thing out.
Okay, Lois is going to figure it out. Okay, so first we have Mighty Dog Roofing. Thank you so much for being a sponsor here at 239 Live. We've got Supreme Auto Collision, JR down there. Great guy.
Great he's company. The best, yeah.
Marquise Diamond Mobile Detailing. I really got to get there to get my car done. I have no wax on it. And then we have Devoe Cadillac, longtime family here for all your Cadillac needs. Three Palms Legal Wills, Trusts, and Estates. Please make sure you get that done before you actually need it. It's so important. Then we have Torch Hot Yoga. For those of you who like to stretch in the heat, here you go. Great company. And Amherst Roofing, we had them on a while back. Gave us some great information. Also earlier we had, and me. Okay. Me.
Oh, you.
So I am a podcast host over at Icons of Naples, which you can also find on Facebook and YouTube, just like you can find 239 Live. And I'm also a coach and a realtor. Now, I was going to say something else. Oh, earlier we had Mighty Dog Roofing had popped up. My mom was on here commenting about the health stuff. So feel free to pop into our show anytime over here on Facebook. And there's Lois.
I love that logo.
Lois has got the 250, America 250 logo. Don't forget.
250, 239.
So earlier we were saying if you have an event,
put it up there. I'm going to bring the pages so I can kind of show people and get them.
Yeah, we'll put that up the next show.
The groove.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
So,
do we have a wiener?
Do we have some winners, Kevin?
What? Who did?
I don't have Facebook open on mine, so Kevin will have to do it.
Michelle got it?
And
I did, yeah. And I didn't cheat. I just.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Another chance on Friday.
Yeah, we're going to do it again.
We're going to get you some new emojis. So make sure you are subscribed to the 239 channel on Facebook.
And
Instagram, because we're going to give you a hint for Friday's show for you to win more tickets.
Win tickets.
Who just like free stuff?
All right, free stuff. I think that we hit the nail on the head. Miss D, I hope you enjoy your hold the macaroon. These are.
Oh, I got it.
The other macaroon cookies. These are called. That's backwards.
Oh.
And that's upside down.
Is it? Okay. Here we go.
There we go. Okay. Those are the little macaroons. I forget what the difference is.
Macaroon.
It was macaroon last Friday, and I forgot to get them. And so, hey, thank you, Skylar. We appreciate it. Pass the word. So much fun and great information. It's what we try to do here at 239. So on behalf of Kevin, Miss D, everybody was our guest, and Miss Christian, we thank you for joining us. Pass the word. Have a great week in Freedom Town, USA. 239 America.